Hey guys, I've as you see by the title, tub. I just wanted to talk a little bit about tubs. If you guys wanted to answer any questions, I can't make this live too long because I got something to do actually, like around 3 o'clock, 2:50, 3 o'clock. So I know I scheduled it for two on here a little bit early because I forgot I had something to do. But anyways, canceling it, we just going a little bit early, and I just have to make it short. But I see we have a few people here right now. Jennifer Weaver, Adele, uh, and that. So, um, yeah, I did a short the other day, and I showed, or I told you guys that I have 9 tubs. So I am actually going to flip the camera around. What's up, Benjamin? Let me flip this camera around, and I don't know how to do this shit too good. So give me a second. Hold on. Cancel camera. Oh, I forget how to flip it. Mm, Settings, camera, front camera, back camera. There we go. Now back to the chat, and there we go. What's up, my fish tanks? So yeah, we got nine tubs, as you can see. I flipped them over. They're starting to collect rainwater. Let Mother Nature fill them as best she can. Plus, our water here is like really hard. Um, so with me getting some rainwater in there, that's gonna uh, lower the pH from when I top it off with tap, and it's gonna be a lot softer. So just taking advantage of free water from Mother Nature. But yeah. So if any of you guys checked, what do you call it? Our community tab. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. No, I didn't click the wrong button. I was on Wi-Fi in the house, but I'm walking in the backyard, so I think it just disconnected or it went it went it went goofy. So let me flip this back around. Settings, camera, front camera, back camera. Anyways, I want some ideas. This is a 300 gallon, so it's my biggest tub. I want some ideas on what to put in that, and then I have one of these 35-gallon tubs. What I'm gonna do so far, my idea, this one here with the marbles. If any of you guys are watching it and you want to do any egg scatterers outdoors, I was successful last year with Celestial Pearl Danios um, in this tub that I had a bunch of these marbles lining the bottom. So basically, I use glass marbles for substrate. And what that does is it allows, when the eggs are scattered, the eggs will get down in the nooks and crannies and give them a better chance of survival. So you could use moss, but you gotta you gotta have a lot of moss, and more than likely at the end of the season, if you put moss outdoors, you're not going to want to reuse it, so you're sacrificing the moss. Marbles are going to last forever, and I just ordered a bunch more, so I just take these out at the end of the season, throw them in a can and leave them on the back deck and use them again next year. So, but yeah, I need ideas for the 300 gallon and one of these 35 gallons. What I have planned right now is one of the 100 gallons, or this is actually 110. I'm going to do mutt guppies that I'm going to do a collaboration with Michael Skurnick with Michael's Fish Room. He's going to send me a bunch of guppies, not a bunch, but he's going to send me some guppies and I'm going to breed them out. I don't do guppies anymore, but I'm going to breed them out and see what we get. And then I'll return them at the end of the season. And this is 100 gallon over here. I'm probably going to do Nezi swords. So Nezi Coyote. So it's a Zophrus Nezi Coyote, which is a Nezi sword. It's a wild type sword. I'm going to do black mollies. I got a nice strain of black mollies when I spoke down at the Cichlid Club of York in Pennsylvania. They had their when you guys go to any local clubs, when they go to their meetings, each club at the end of every meeting usually has a small auction. I don't remember who the person was that brought them, but there was a nice group of really, really dark, midnight dark black mollies, and I couldn't pass them up, so I bought them. And I figured I would tub them. But yeah, and it's starting to rain here, so I might call this one even sooner because it's starting to come down pretty heavy. Oh yeah, Alishan, that's another one I have already. Liberty Mollies. We're doing Liberty Mollies, and I know I'll be successful. I've done Liberty Mollies in the past, and they're they're pretty fish. They're a wild type molly, so that's the Poseliad salvatoris, if I say it right. Pretty fish. I see some people selling them for way more than they should ever sell for. But if they're getting it, more power to them. But that fish usually retails for, I'm saying $8-9, but I see them going for $50+ for one fish, which is a friggin' joke. So I picked up a group and I figured I'd offer them. People want to buy them, they don't have to spend $50 per fish. They could spend $8 per fish. But yeah, we had rain. Bewizzle, we had rain for the last couple days actually. So I think the whole Northeast is getting rain. My phone's getting all wet, but oh well. Oh well, I'll dry out, I reckon. Um, but yeah, looking. I don't even know how many people's here. Um, let's see. Now I can't even click on my phone because it's all wet. Jealous of those tubs. Get you some, Mel. Get you some. Shoot. Guys, my phone is getting all wet and I can't click on anything. Oh. So, I haven't been getting any for the lives for. Sorry. Which tub setup do you like working with the best? Actually, that's a good question, Skitty. My favorite size, really, these 35s are okay, but I really like the 100-gallon Rubbermaid. These are 110-gallon that Tractor Supply sells. They also sell the Rubbermaid there. But then this brand, I forget what the brand is, but they're actually 110-gallon, and they're okay too. They're actually cheaper than the Rubbermaid, and they're more pliable. They're a little bit more rubbery. They're not as rigid as the Rubbermaid. But either one, I like, and that's the same. That's 110-gallon, and then this one is 100-gallon. Um, Rubbermaid makes this same style in a 150, and then they also make that big boy over there, which is a 300. But yeah, I like the 100-gallon. If I was to pick just one, I would do 100-gallon. These 35-gallon tubs right now are nice because they're just molded plastic, but they have like that little shelf, so you could put a pond basket with marginals sitting up on there. It's kind of nice, but they're only 35-gallon. But these do fine. I did celestial pearl danios in these before. I've done guppies in these. I've done a couple different species of lemia in these. I've done uh, not the white cloud tiger minnows. Alishan always helps me out, but with the scientific name. But I've done the Vietnamese white clouds in the 35-gallon, no problem. And then I did some orange hatchet danios. I forget the scientific name. Uh, I could look it up, but I've done those in a 35-gallon before too. So you have a lot of options. The Nezi swords for the last 2 years, I've done the Nezi swords in the big 300, and I pulled out, like, each season I probably pulled out over 1,000 fry. But I'm not going to do the Nezi swords in the 300 this year. I'm going to try to do something different in this big boy. I'm just going to do the Nezis in one of the 100 or 110-gallon tubs. So we'll see. We should still get good numbers. Um, but yeah, tub season. I'm really looking forward to it. And also, just to let you guys know, I do have a plant order coming in Monday, so I'll be live again Monday. Not sure what time, because I have to. It's all dependent on, the plants shipped to me on Sunday from South Florida, and a lot of times they arrive Sunday night, but my Southwest Cargo Terminal is not open on the weekends, so I pick them up Monday morning. But other times they don't arrive until Monday morning. It all depends on Southwest and how efficient the airlines are. And you guys know that sometimes the airlines suck. So it's all dependent on that. But um, anyways, my phone's wet, so I can't really scroll or anything. So I can't see who came in the past. But whoever's here now, thanks for joining. Um, I am standing out in the friggin' rain right now. Shady Grady, I seen Craig, SWFL Aquatics. Hello. Um, Again, I can't scroll up because my screen's all effed up. But um, anyways, give me some ideas. I got 2 tubs, and I haven't seen one idea from the chat, unless I missed it. I need an idea for a fish for a 35-gallon tub, one of these, and I need an idea for a fish species for a 300-gallon tub that's going to do. I got to be able to breed it. So if it's something I can't breed, I ain't fooling with it. So it has to be something I could breed, and something that's desirable too. I'm not doing koi. I'm not doing goldfish. Um, Danios. Nona, I have celestial pearl Danios already. I might do a barb. Um, I don't want Chopra are too small. They're too small for tubs, I think. Rainbow shiners. No, rainbow shiners. There's a couple people near me, Shady Grady, that breed rainbow shiners, and there's not a huge demand for them. But I already have some friends locally that breed them, so they're not a huge demand. Snake skin barbs, yeah, that's the rhombus barbs, also known as. Those are cool, Benjamin Peters. I tried those 2 years ago. I bought, I think, 18 fish. I bought snakeskin barbs from the wet spot, brought them in, put them in the tub, acclimated them, put them in the tub. The next morning, they were all laying on the deck. They all jumped out. So I spent a lot of money for dead fish laying on the deck. So snakeskin barbs like to jump. Just letting people know. I can't pronounce that, Alishan. Radiocentris ornatus. Ted bred them outside. I'm not sure what they are. Rice fish, hell no, Coro. I have no desire to ever breed rice fish. Right now, it's all the rage, but that's the reason I don't want to touch a rice fish. 8-banded false barbs I got from Prime Time are so cool. Yeah, barbs are cool. I have some dwarf golden barbs inside in the fish room They're actually small. They only get like maybe 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. I thought about doing those. Those would work in a 35-gallon. So yeah, Coral, I have no desire for any rice fish. Rice fish are too simple anyways, but I don't like them. I don't like rice fish. Danios, barbs, I don't know. Those are cool, and then there's like hundreds of species of those. Oh, Australian rainbow fish. Yeah, they're so the rainbow fish is in the same family as gouramis and bettas. Yeah, they might do okay, Alishan. I know a couple other people. I don't know the exact species of the rainbow fish, but they bred rainbow fish outdoors up this way. So maybe koi guppies. I'm doing a collaboration on guppies for one of the tubs already, Coral, with Michael's Fish Room. He's gonna send me some. We're just gonna do mutts, and I'll probably do a couple videos over the season, um, talking about the guppies. And at the end of the season, I'm just gonna bring them back to Mike, because I got out of guppies. I don't even know, a few years ago. I used to do a lot of guppies actually before I became good friends with Mike. I used to keep a couple really nice lines, Dumbo mosaics, half black pastel, blue pandas. So I did keep guppies in the past, but I never really liked guppies. The only reason I kept guppies is because they sold. So yes, I kept them for the money, not for the pleasure. So I appreciate it, Coro. I appreciate it. What's up, Melvin? Um, but I don't like guppies. So I was looking to see if any other ideas. I seen a couple different barbs that people suggested. I might look into. Um, the snake skin though, I've already tried those for whoever suggested those, and again they jumped out. So maybe I'll try the dwarf golden barbs. That's the dwarf golden barbs. If you guys want to look up the scientific name on those, I know that one. You're gonna be proud of me for this one, Alishan. It's Puntius gelius. So look those up. Don't ask me how to spell it though, but you can look up Puntius gelius. That's the dwarf golden barb. Um, Again, I have probably a dozen of those indoors right now. I might throw outdoors, so we'll see. But for like, I gotta wait till it warms up actually before I start putting fish out here. Probably June is when I'll put fish out here. I'll put plants out, depending on the species of plants, like way before that. So again, I have some lily coming Monday. So I have a couple different species or a couple different variants. They're all the same species. I have a couple different flower variants of the hardy water lily. Those will go outdoors. I'll put those outdoors. They'll be for sale, but they'll definitely go outdoors. Um, and how I'm going to plant the lily, if you guys never planted hardy water lily, you don't need a very deep. Um, you don't need. This is one from last year, so this is an old bucket um, from last year. And what I use, I'll show you what I use for the substrate for hardy lily is this stuff right here. You get this at Tractor Supply too. So this is a safety zorb. So get some of this. This is uh, a clay inert clay media. This is wet, but so this really doesn't have no benefit besides just it's porous, so it's going to hold the nutrients in. And then I use root tab fertilizers. You could buy ones for pond plants, but I actually just use the Thrive caps that we sell, and they work really good. So that's all that was in this bucket last year was a lily, and then I capped it with pea gravel. And then this pea gravel like this little gravel, you could buy 50-pound or 100-pound bags at your home center, pretty cheap. Um, so just use that to cap it once you put this, because this will get kind of it'll get kind of cloudy, but you cap it with some pea gravel and you're good to go. and then just put a couple root tabs in there and hit it with like a root tab, depending on how the plants are growing. I stuff a root tab in there maybe once every week or so. But yeah, Cora, I poked a couple holes. Not a lot, but I did drill a couple like little 1/4-inch holes in the bucket. Works good. But you don't necessarily have to. I do, but I've seen like lily buckets. They sell like containers specific for lilies that are a little bit bigger. They don't have no holes in them. These pond baskets I use, you can see I mount those at the top of some of my tubs for marginals. And all I did with these is just drill a hole. These are stainless steel fasteners. So stainless steel screw with fender washer that I drilled through. And it's just held on the back there with another fender washer. So, and then these are pretty cheap. I used to sell them, but I can't compete. I have to sell these for like $5 a piece, but you can get these online for like around $3. So you could pick some of those up, mount those at the top of your deeper tubs, and they work really well. You can see I have some already ready to go. These 35 gallons, again, I put marginals. These are some dead marginals from last year, but this one's actually got green, so it's not dead. That's pretty cool. I just noticed this green just now looking at it. And what this one was golden sedge from last year. But it's coming back. And this has been sitting all winter long on the deck right where you see it right now. What was in this tub was this one ain't coming back. This one's dead as fuck. This was I forget what the hell was in there. Bloody Dock. There was Bloody Dock in there. And then this one I don't have no idea. But this golden sedge, that definitely overwintered right here, so that's pretty cool. Because it's a coming. But do you put any substrate in those, or do you leave them in pots, bare root for the marginals? All right, Coro. Depending on what I'm planting, some of the plants that I use, some of the marginals I use, I plant them just bare root. Plants like pickerel weed, just bare root. But plants like taro, so the cola, how you say it, Colocasia esculata, so the taro, the big elephant ears, I'll put those in substrate, but basically nothing fancy. Um, this clay, the Safety Zorb clay, and then I'll hit it with a root tab, but then it draws all the nutrients from the water. But pickerel, definitely you can go bare root or just plant it in pea gravel. Needs nothing else, absolutely nothing. Plants like green arum. The green arum is actually endemic to like Virginia and stuff, so it grows really well up here. Same way with pickerel. Blue pickerel is endemic to the Northeast, so it actually, if you go up in the Adirondacks, you can find it wild. It grows really well. It doesn't need much. Trying to think of what else plants. Forget-me-nots, I've grown those, no substrate. Verba mansa, I've grown that, no substrate. Creeping Jenny yellow or Creeping Jenny golden. It could just pull nutrients from the water, so no substrate. A lot of stuff you don't really have to get fancy. Yeah, Andrew says he uses pea gravel, and again, I use a lot of pea gravel. What's funny is that when I go to club auctions, a lot of times you can get pea gravel, and I know Alishan can attest to this. Not use pea gravel, but there'll be bags of donated gravel from various companies, but it'll be some goofy colors because they're probably just trying to get rid of it because those goofy colors really don't sell like they used to probably in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. So you'll get some pink and aqua blue and just some ugly gravel. And if you like it, that's fine. That's it. But I've used like this aqua colored blue gravel in my tubs before just because I got a 20-pound bag at a club auction for $5 and I just use it in my tubs. So yeah, thanks for you guys joining. My phone's all wet. I'm standing out in the rain, so my phone screen doesn't work, so I can't scroll. So I'm not ignoring any of you guys. I just only see like the last chat. Um, so Melvin said he has Odessa barbs, 3 females, 3 golden barbs, only one. Okay. I got a friend of mine, Sue Harkey. She breeds a lot of Odessa barbs outdoors. So that's a really cool fish, but they're the the Northeast market sometimes gets flooded with them. So it's not one that I want to try. But yeah, Sue's like very successful with Odessa barbs outdoors. Yeah, Andrew, you could do that if in your pond, if you have a pond. I can't leave tubs. I don't have a pond, so I don't leave my tubs. Um, I don't leave my tubs full every year. The reason being is it gets cold where I'm at, and these tubs especially, and then the Rubbermaid, they can freeze solid. And if they freeze solid, I've seen it happen to people I know before. If they freeze solid, they can crack. So we empty them every year and just flip them upside down. And then this time of year, I flip them back over. They're starting to get some water in them right now because of Mother Nature, but and it's all good because, like you said, rainwater is going to be, it's basically RO. Um, so it's going to be really soft, um, no pH. And then when I top these off with our tap water here out of the tap, my pH out of the tap here in my local is 8. I think it's 8, and the hardness, I forget. Honestly, people ask me, water parameters in my area, what I keep my fish in, what I keep my plants in. The my answer is I don't know. I don't know. I have not tested water in my tanks in over 5 years. So, Chad, yeah. Um, if rice fish do excellent outdoors. Rice fish are super popular. They're very prolific outdoors. Um, they can tolerate a wide range of water parameters, temperatures. Um, I've known people a little bit more south of me. They've kept rice fish outdoors like all year long, even though the top of their pond, iced over. The rice fish, survived. So again, I can't scroll, so forgive me. You guys just joined. Um, I'm not being a snob and not saying hi to you, except my phone's all friggin' wet. I didn't expect it to rain when I came out here, so I didn't look at the forecast either. But it kind of let up now. But my phone's kind of foobarred right now because between my phone case, there's some water between my outside case and my phone. And the iPhone, if there's a little thin layer of water, it doesn't let you scroll. Keith is intentionally ignoring your questions. Don't listen to his whining. Yeah. What's up, Xanadu? Shit. I wish I could scroll because I know I missed a bunch of stuff. So, but yeah, the plants I have for pond plants coming in Monday. I have a few crypts and a couple other things, but pond plants I have coming in Monday is not a lot. I have blue pickerel coming. I have some creeping jenny. I have some uh, green arum, and I have a few different color variants of hardy water lily. I know I have a couple red spider. I have I think I have one called Firecrest and maybe Juan Visa. I forget what I ordered. I only ordered 5. Andrew, I like you doing 2 p.m. for us West Coast people. Yeah, Andrew, this is just a pop-up. Yeah, I'm all wet for you, Jeff. Yep. So yeah, I heard some ideas. Daniels, Coral wants me to do guppies and rice fish. Um, Daniels, chopre are too small for outdoors, but I might do another Danio. Oh, you know what? I also forgot I was going to do in one of the bigger tubs, one of these, because I did them last year and I was successful. So I kept a bunch of the adults. I sold off some of the fry or juveniles, but I did diamond tetras. So I did do some tetras, and I was very successful with tetras outdoors. And the diamonds, I love the diamonds. Some people don't like them because they say they don't have a lot of color, but to me, that's bullshit. You grow out, you have a fully mature adult diamond tetra, and they are they're friggin' badass. They got colors in the fins, but yes, the body is silverish, but it's like glitterly. It glitters, glitterly. That's not a word, but it glitters and it's really cool. You get them in a nice planted tank with decent light above them, and they are friggin' primo. And they remind me kind um, of like little piranhas. So yeah. Gadeids do well in ponds. Yeah, Andrew, but I don't usually like to sacrifice my gadeids outdoors. I'm I was thinking about doing some Iliodon furcidens, which is the trout gadaid, but I get kind of wary about putting my gadeids outdoors. But who knows? I might try it. I have a decent size of colony for it, and people are always asking me for them, so I might do Iliodon furcidens. The issue with gadeids is, especially the Iliodons, they might only drop fry once a year, twice a year if you're lucky. Other people get them to drop fry, but mine don't drop fry too often. Like I said, maybe once a year. And then like my Cracodon Audax El Toboso, they I used to get fry from them maybe a couple times a year, and I haven't got fry from any of them in well over a year. And when they drop fry, they're only dropping like 4 or 5. So um, I don't know. I don't know about Gadeids outdoors. What's up, Frogs Fishing More? So, Frogs Fishing More. I was just looking for some ideas of fish that aren't like super common, but are relatively desired, I guess, in the hobby. Um, there's a lot of fish I could breed the shit out of, but then nobody wants them, and then they go for like a friggin' dollar for a full bag of adults at a club auction. That's not worth my time. So coral, I tried those one time, but again, I tried them indoors, and the tank wasn't like real big or planted. But those are really cool fish. They're little savages, so you got to have like a shitload of cover, or just be real vigilant. And when you see fry, you got to pull them. But yeah, they're little savages. So yeah. Also, there's a couple species of half beaks. Um, I forget. There's like a real small one, and then there's a bigger one. I've kept some of the bigger ones before, and they're real aggressive too. I mean, they predate. I mean, they'll eat fry. They'll they'll drop fry, turn around, and eat them right as they're coming out. So you really gotta CPDs. I already have CPDs. Frogs Fishing More. I currently have a tank of over 100 right now for sale. So if any of you guys are looking for Celestial Pearl Danios, I have locally bred Celestial Pearl Danios ready for sale, and they are now on the website. With Matt's help, we got them put up on the website, so you guys can go to the website, kjeaquatics.com. we sell way more than plants. So if you guys think KJE just sells plants and you've never been to our website, go to the website. Man, we sell only top of the line stuff. So I got different fish foods. I got shrimp foods, shrimp products. We have, water conditioners, medications. I got little bullshit items like airline, fish nets, stuff like that. Just little stuff. If you, it's a one-stop shop. If you need an air gang and you want to buy a jar of fish food, but you need some air stones and a fish net, you throw it all in one box. It all ships flat rate. So that's how we roll. Our prices on our foods and our medications and whatnot is all at MAP price. So we try to play by the rules. There's motherfuckers out there on Amazon that cutthroat and they flaunt the manufacturer's rules. I know most of the manufacturers, the reps and stuff, so we try to stay within the rules because some of those fuckers on Amazon and eBay, they're fly by nights. So they're here today, gone tomorrow. So fuck them. Sorry, I'm cussing, but whatever. Well, anyways, it stopped raining, but I can't scroll on my phone because it's all soaking wet. And I think I'm gonna go, guys, just because I can't friggin'. I gotta dry my phone out. So this turned into a crap show. But anyways, if you have any ideas, go to our community tab on our channel. I put up a post yesterday, and just drop a comment down there on what kind of fish you think would work good and that would sell decent in a 35 gallon and in a 300 gallon. And the 300 gallon doesn't have to be a big fish. I'm more than likely going with small fish because I don't have room for big fish indoors. So we keep fish that are small. But the cool thing about the 300 gallon is you can put a lot of them in there and it offers a lot of cover. So you get like real good fry survival. So that's good. Like I said, I've done the Nezi swords in this tub for the last 2 years, and each year I pulled out over 1,000 fry. Oh, this is a real quick tip. While I'm here, I'll probably talk about this later in the season. But see this stick? Before I started putting just a stick, and I just pick some stuff up, some junk down by the river and throw in here. But I get ones long enough that'll stretch across and stick out partially towards the top. I used to get birds. And even some tubs that it didn't have a stick in, yeah. But birds would like try to go take a bath and then they couldn't get back out of the tub and then they would drown and die. But then I started just putting a stick in the tub so they get in there and then they could hop on out, climb up the stick and get out. Same way with squirrels and chipmunks. I've had squirrels and chipmunks get in here and drown. A couple years ago, I was just pulling out hornwort to ship to a customer in one of my tubs, and I reached down in the tub and I grabbed the chipmunk, a dead chipmunk, and it was nasty. I fucking screamed. So, anyways, so yeah, good idea. Just get a piece of wood that's longer than the tub. That's gonna partially stick out on one end, and then your birds, chipmunks, and whatnot, have a way to escape. So that really ain't for decoration, but it's a chipmunk ladder, and I have to go and get some more. But yeah, just like that's what I have one over here. So yeah, this is a chipmunk and a bird ladder, and I don't care. I pick them up down by the river. Um, I don't worry about any pathogens or anything like that. I don't. Some people overthink shit. I think that's their problem. Don't overthink stuff. Just do it. Do it and have fun. So I ought to make up a T-shirt like that. Don't overthink it and just do it. Quit being a bitch. Um, anyways, Anyways, I'm gonna go because I can't see chat no more. Anyways, because my phone's fucked. But see you guys later. Peace out. I ain't left yet, but I'm ending now. Peace.